All right, welcome back to Breakfast Television. She's a 7-time WWE Women's Champ, inducted to the WWE Hall of Fame in 2013, and is a super mom. We're talking about the fantastic Trish Stratus in the house. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
That's the best title, the last one.
Yeah.
The best one.
But that's the one that's like, that's happening now.
It's the most consuming one as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, we got to talk about this. SummerSlam on Sunday.
Like days away.
And coming back to the ring. Why? Why now? Like doing the mom thing, you had business, it's just chilling.
Well, I think it's like as a competitor, it's like I thrive on challenge, and it's just became the perfect scenario. It was serendipitous. Like Charlotte Flair is sort of where she's at in her generation. She is the best of her generation. And I think the work we did coming up in the business, we were trying to create the opportunities that they now have. And I don't know, it's just like with the being in Toronto, it's like the Toronto thing. Yeah. Being in Toronto, SummerSlam is our second biggest pay-per-view, and it just felt like if I'm gonna do it, this is the time to do it.
Let's say, when did you officially retire? Because I feel like you never have.
Yeah, retirement's like a loose term that we use in wrestling. 2006 was my official retirement. It happened actually at it was formerly the Air Canada Centre. Yeah. I took my final bow there, retired as champion, 7-time champion. And then I just walked away. I was 30 years old, so I just felt like it was the right time at that point in my life to walk away from the business. And but then I've dabbled here and there, I've popped in for things. But this is different because it's like a singles match, right? And I haven't been in singles competition for 8 years. Wow. And 2 children later. Yeah. And here we are. So I don't know what I'm thinking.
We were just talking about it because
what am I doing?
I'm watching Instagram, and you know I'm always up late, so I was looking around 12:30. What time did you crash out? Because you were still training last night.
Oh, I was because I have no choice. I put my kids to bed. Good night, kids, and then I went and trained till about 11:30. Got home and then had to like get everything in order for the day and stuff. And it was about 12:30.
Yeah, watching
that's
your
the raspy
life.
Voice, the Demi Moore voice is due to me not sleeping.
It works. It works. And I watch your life, and I'm like, man, I'm lazy.
Yeah, you think? Because I'm like, but it's just
you're doing
it's
so
just this
much.
week.
But how do you juggle? Yeah, but how do you juggle so much? Because you're again super mom, because you're watching it for the kids and you're doing all that, and then you're still trying to balance this and get back in the ring.
I honestly don't know, because like people are like, how are you sleeping? How are you functioning? I'm like I'm running on like super adrenaline right now. I'm so excited about Sunday, and it's a little bit like, and not only do I want to prove it to the fans that I still got it, and of course to my opponent, but like to myself. And it's a bit like a mom thing where like you kind of lose yourself, and I had to like dig deep to find my like inner Trish Stratus almost. And I know it sounds funny, but you know, it's like, can I do this? And so the challenge of it, and it's just like it's been fueling me to like go out there and get it. And like even when I returned to the ring like a few weeks ago, as soon as this match was like happening, I hit the ring, and it was like I was so like happy with my body, like you can still do this, you know. But my brain was behind my body, and I mean, because I'd like say we'd do a spot, and I'd say, that didn't look great, or let me see. And I'd watch the video back, and I'm like, okay, there she is, okay.
I remember her. I remember her 19 years ago.
It's like still there. It's crazy.
And it started 19 years ago is when you got into the WWE. When you look at, and you get comments like, I'm a wrestler now because of you. I started a business because of you. You know, people have looked up to you, and you are that role model. How does that make you feel when you hear that?
It's crazy. It's because I think when you're in the fray, you don't realize what you're creating behind you, and it takes that minute to step away from it and then meet the people along the way. Once you're retired, too, that's what it is. You know, it's like doing these autograph signings, and it's kind of crazy because people to me, like they always say, "Did you always know you wanted to be a women's wrestler?" And I didn't, because that was an option back in the day, right? There was, the women kind of did I walked the men to the ring, they were their mouthpiece. Miss Elizabeth, exactly, that's what we grew up on, right? But when you see like now women, like, these young girls going, so my mom said when I'm 13 I can go to wrestling school, and then I want to be a diva like you, and it's like, wow, like it's crazy. It literally just gave me goosebumps thinking about it. But that we created a vocation, right? And it's empowering, and it's also just gratifying knowing like the blood, sweat, and tears, all that stuff you put in there, it made an impact, it made a difference, and that's what we wanted to do. Like, we set out, when I first started, women were just hair pulling, slapping, getting in these little cat fights and stuff, and I was like, I think we can do this, like, because my training was like, I was training with the guys, I was like, but I was doing it in my gym, I want to do it on TV, I know I can do this, I can do more than a slap, I can, you know, and I wanted to like change the perception of what a female could do in the wrestling world, and I think we really did that. We knocked down barriers and shattered the glass ceiling, and then here we are today, and like women are now main eventing, and here I am again.
And there you go.
wrestling.
Main eventing, as you mentioned. You're going to be taking on Charlotte Flair. We're excited to see this. If you don't mind sticking around, we're going to take you to the table in a little bit, if that's cool with you.
Take me through the table.
We're going to take you to the table. We'll do that in a minute. Not a table match, because you're going to whoop my butt. I can't have that happening on live TV. But yes, I know. Please stick around. Trish Stratus is hanging out. Of course, SummerSlam is happening on Sunday. You can check out all the information at SummerSlam.com.